we're gonna go between the CVLT and the ray.
Yep, and that's why I put all that EF stuff there in the middle.
Okay, let me make that note. All right, we can continue.
We can continue. Good. Oh, good. We have the Terraform and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna do another block of memory stuff. You could do this block of memory stuff, or you can insert like academics to break this up. Take your pick. But I just figure it's good to get the memory stuff out of the way. How's that sound?
Okay, so decapsulate. Okay, after color word, yeah. Could just continue.
No. So after the ray.
Oh.
We're gonna basically sandwich like we just did with that chunk of memory.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yes. And that is which one under memory?
I think we're gonna do
the memory scale or the RAMO?
I'm thinking let's go with the memory scale. I like that better for this.
Okay, let me memory scale.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me give you two options.
Okay,
so the options is we do Ramos story memories, and there's one in there called designs, where they physically have to draw the designs. I like the Wexler memory, the design memory there, because basically what you get is you get cards, and they have to remember where the cards were, and you show them 4 different sets of cards, and they have to remember where they are, which I find a little bit more realistic than the designs. And you kind of already did the design aspect, where you draw pictures with the ray. So that's why I'm more inclined for the Wexler, but you could go either way.
No, we'll go with what you said.
Okay. So then let's go with the Wexler memory scale.
Okay.
We'll give logical memory.
Logical memory.
Which, do you remember the Ramel stories?
So. Very faintly.
Very faintly. Okay. So basically what the Wexler logical memory is it's 2 stories. They're very short. One about them is about Anna Tompkins of South Boston. And the other one is about Mr. I think his name is Juan. He's from Chicago and is starting to go out, but it's raining and hailing, and he decides not to go out. So you read the story, and then they have to tell it to you. They're going to try to tell it to you verbatim, and they get different points for different parts, and you circle what they did to get points. Now, to give yourself more information, what you can do on the protocol after you get more experience is number the order in which they said things. So if they said like Anna, that would be a point. You could write 1 next to it, and you could write in the order. And that would tell you more about their ability to organize verbal information.
That's just like the meat of this sub-test.
Yeah, the whole point is to test their memory. I mean, you're going to do a delay and a recognition piece. Mm-hmm. So you're testing. So the difference between the CVLT is a list learning test. So basically what you do when you're giving the CVLT is you're seeing, does rote repetition help to increase recall, right? What you're doing with logical memory is you're seeing, does situational content, like part of our schema, our everyday environment, our logic, does that help increase recall when they have that additional content? Okay. So then after that, you would give design. Technically, it's logical memory 1 and design 1. And the delays are those titles with the 2. So designs, what you do is you've probably never seen memory for designs either, have you? Is you're giving a stim book, and it's basically a big grid, right? It's a grid of 4x4. And on the grid are it starts off with 4 different designs, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the grid, you also give the person a cardboard grid that's blank. So think of a puzzle that has lines in between it. And they have to take these cards and put them in the same places where they saw the design. So basically what happens is the design flashes on the screen for about 10 seconds. I'm pretty sure that's the delay length, but basically a couple of seconds. And then it goes away. And then they have to put the designs on the board where they saw them on the screen or on the page.
Gotcha.
Now, for little kids, there's a test called the NEPSI that just builds up on it more and more.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is mean for the adults because they get different cards each time. And as they get different cards each time, they get more cards that they have to remember. So I think it starts at 4 and ends with 8 cards. So I think it goes 4, 6, 6, 8 for the number of cards that they have to remember on each of these. But basically, it's just mean.
Sounds mean. And this also measures their ability, and because it's all the memory stuff under the
yeah. So this is their visual spatial memory. So can they recall chunks of information when given visually, basically?
All right.